This is a quick addition to the Kathy Griffin, Snoop Dogg, and Steve Bannon video that I posted yesterday on August 12th, 2025. If you watch the video of the Music Billboard Awards from 1999, you'll notice that there is, while not extensive, a fair amount of choreography and acting between Kathy Griffin and Snoop Dogg. Kathy Griffin suggests that they only met moments before because she went backstage and she went to Snoop Dogg's dressing room and said, hey, I need someone to kiss or make out with or something like that. And he said yes. And of course, it was that introduction that gave her the opportunity to be in an Eminem video as a nurse in the year 2000.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I repeat, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here. Y'all act like you never seen a white person before.
Now note that they were actually introducing the Red Hot Chili Peppers that did an act in the 1999 Billboard Music Awards. But watch the end of the act. The act was already designed to have Snoop Dogg come out and play a part. They already had the music all choreographed, the light choreographed, and everything else, which is great, which is fun. I love music. The 1999 Billboard Music Awards were held on December 8th, 1999. But you're going to love that on December 8th, 1999, it was already known early in the day that the music awards were going to star Kathy Griffin and Snoop Dogg. So with Kathy Griffin and Adam Carolla as the two main hosts, and with probably the biggest draw as far as acts going, being Snoop Dogg, it's hard to believe that they didn't even meet each other until Kathy Griffin went backstage that night. That's kind of hard to believe. What is noteworthy, though, is that Eminem almost had his movie 8 Mile directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Did you know that 8 Mile was almost directed by Quentin Tarantino? When Eminem and Interscope Records were initially coming up with the idea for this film, several different directors were actually considered, including Quentin Tarantino. Tarantino actually is a big Eminem fan, but sadly had to decline since at the time he was in the middle of production for both Kill Bill Volume 2 and Kill Bill Volume 1. Instead, they ended up getting LA Confidential director Curtis Hanson.
I don't know when they met first, but I suspect it was before 2001, maybe even as early as 1999, but I don't have hard data to confirm that. And Kathy Griffin was dating Quentin Tarantino back in 1993, which is why she got a role in the movie Pulp Fiction.
Because what I need is a job. I need somebody to give me 5 lines in anything.
Yeah.
I need a cameo on SNL
Like
that's
Pulp
2
Fiction.
seconds.
She was in Pulp Fiction.
I carried Pulp
You-
Fiction.
If you need someone to go to court, I will be glad to help, okay? That guy was a drunken maniac. He hit you, and then he crashed into that car.
I don't even remember the Ving Rhames scenes.
No.
I remember you.
I remember witness
the
number
dance.
3.
What's that?
Witness number 3. That was probably my
didn't
character.
he say it wasn't Kathy Griffin as herself?
No, actually, Quentin Tarantino credited me in Pulp Fiction, Kathy Griffin as herself.
Yeah, all right, good. That's what I
Which
thought it
made
was.
me feel very famous.
Pretty great.
Very
Yeah.
famous.
That was huge.
That really
huge.
was. And
It was you couldn't explain it to people.
Yeah.
Like Pulp Fiction, it's still popular.
Oh, yeah.
30 years later.
Yeah.
And every frame of it works.
And to be, just sidebar, just
Yeah.
to be around that and the filming was really magical. Like,
Just like
yes, everybody knows I love celebrities. I'm enamored with celebrity, but I really love talent.
Yeah.
And so I went to the set a couple of other times when I wasn't working, and I was very friendly with Quentin at the time.
Yeah.
He called me when he was writing it, and he read me a very famous, I don't see a sign here that says dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You
And
know,
that's coming from me.
that's right.
Did you notice a sign in the front of my house that said,
And that was like magical. It was magical then because the night he read me the scene, I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, like, oh, you're
this
like
is really pretty good dialogue. I
Yeah.
didn't think this might have some.
I remember a friend of mine saw it at a screening the night before, and he's like, there's a scene where he's talking fucking it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
And anyway, so that was magical to have 3 lines, but also like going to the cast party.
Yeah.
And Christopher Walken was there dancing. Like
Yeah.
magical moments.
Yeah. No, that was also like, I mean, I guess it would have been what the 50s were in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was 30 years ago. So
Yeah.
like, it's hard to
Oh,
explain to
I
people like
can't even.
how,
Right.
like, even like, how did you get in a movie?
It was nuts. I was sort of dating him, first
Right.
of all.
But what I'm saying is like, that was my feeling about everyone.
And I loved that he.
And the movie Pulp Fiction would not have been made without the investment and executive producing support of Harvey Weinstein. And as this May 20th, 2005 article in Forbes shows, Weinstein's got Goldman Sachs financing. This is evidence that at least as far back as 2005 and maybe even earlier, Goldman Sachs, remember, is where Steve Bannon had worked. And Steve Bannon, of course, is in the entertainment industry. Virtually certain Steve Bannon, at least as early as 2004, 2005, was involved in the steering of funds to the Weinstein family and associated companies for the production of media and Hollywood movies. Better Kathy Gifford thank Snoop Dogg than Tarantino, Harvey Weinstein, and Steve Bannon.